Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Beauty Within Sickle Cell. I'm Jasmine, and for this week's Sickle Cell Sunday, I just kind of wanted to sit down and chit chat with you guys. I just want to chit chat about how my week went and a little bit about my pains I've been having, and just let you guys know how I was doing. I did get a comment on how I handle pain. I'll kind of touch bases on that topic in this video. I just really want to just chit chat with you guys. I want to talk about how I've been feeling this past week, about my pains, and I did receive a blood transfusion, so I'll kind of touch bases on that. So if you're interested in hearing how my week went, please keep on watching. So in last week's video, I discussed a lot about pain crisis, and I might have mentioned in the video that I wasn't feeling that good, that I was having a lot of pain, and I did get some comments telling me that they hope I feel better, and I appreciate all of the comments that I received wishing me health, wishing me well, and I just love reading your guys' comments. It really truly uplifts my spirits, and on bad days it truly inspires me to keep going. So kind of referring to what I've been going through this past week, about maybe last week, I was just having a lot of pain, a lot of chest symptoms, and so we did email my doctor. She had me go in, get an x-ray, and she was gonna give me a blood transfusion to help me feel better. The x-ray came back and there's nothing negative, there's nothing weird about the x-ray. It looks clear, so I'm very thankful that I'm not going through acute chest syndrome or any other thing. She does think it could be an upper respiratory issue, maybe bronchitis. She gave me some antibiotics for that. This past week I was on antibiotics for about like 5-6 days. I think it was 5 days actually. So I took those meds. As for my chest, I was having a lot of like wheezing issues, and I was having like a productive cough. I am not coughing as much as I used to, so maybe I did have some respiratory thing, but I am still coughing and I am still having a productive cough. It's just not as bad as it was. For about a month I've been coughing and wheezing, and just moving around the house I was having those symptoms. My doctor would ask me if she thought it was acute chest syndrome, and it's such a hard thing to tell if it is an acute chest syndrome or not. So to be on the safe side, she went and had me do an x-ray about a month ago maybe, and now we had another one, but they're coming out clear. My only concern is that it can turn into an acute chest syndrome at any given moment, so I really have to stay on top of things and really know my body. Now going into my pains, she gave me my pain medication to help with my pain and my blood transfusion. I had a unit of blood. I think it was Tuesday morning. I was there from like 8:30 in the morning till around 1 p.m. and I had a unit of blood, and I also had a IV hydration bag given to me just to hydrate my body. As far as the pain, I would feel that the transfusion helped a little bit, and I did get more of my energy levels back. My hemoglobin was around 9.2 maybe, and she really did not want to give me a transfusion, but since she's been noticing that I've been in so much pain, she thought that maybe would help. We do get like anemic very easily, and so I would say as far as my anemia, I did notice that the transfusion helped with the anemia part. It really helped me get my energy levels up. Between yesterday and today, I did notice my pains are kicking up again. I don't know if it's because maybe the heat, or I don't know why. But I did have a good couple of days after the transfusion. So Friday and Saturday were pretty painful. I did receive a comment, and it was this person. She was telling me that she was going through a pain crisis, and she just kind of wanted to get in touch with me on how I handle my pain crisis. When I have minor pains, I try to take Motrin, I'll try to take Tylenol, and then if it gets out of control, I will take my prescription pain medications. But what I like to do is I like to drink Pedialyte to really hydrate my body. And Pedialyte is almost like a IV bag, but it's in a little bottle, and you get all those good electrolytes and nutrients and minerals. And so I'll drink my Pedialyte, and I'll take maybe 1 or 2 bottles depending on how I feel. I'll try to drink water in between to really hydrate my body. Dehydration can be a very big problem if you're not hydrating your body very well. So I try to stay on top of my hydration as soon as I start noticing that my pain is being triggered. I also like to know what are my pain triggers. I like to know my body, and it's important for us to know what our triggers are, and I kind of covered this in last week's video. For me, if I either walk too much or stand too much, my hips start hurting like a bee. It starts hurting so bad. For me, I try to know how much I can stand or walk and not really push my body beyond that unless it's an extreme circumstance. Also, what triggers my pain is stress. If I get stressed over school, work, certain things, that can really send my body into a crisis. If you're getting overwhelmed, if you're getting stressed, reevaluate things, reevaluate your life. Think about what's gonna benefit you. I like to write everything down. I like to have a journal. I like to have a planner so I don't get overwhelmed, and I'll try to do things ahead of time if I can and plan out my weeks. Like right here, I already have a little list of video ideas that I want to do this summer. So those are some of like my triggers, biggest triggers in my life: stress, the weather, walking and standing too long. And those are kind of like the 4 main triggers that I encounter for pain. By knowing your triggers, you can try to work around and figure your situation out. So I'm looking at the comment. I told her that if her pain was not improving, that she really should consider to go to the hospital. I know none of us want to be in the hospital, but my biggest concern is that we are putting our bodies in a dangerous and potentially dangerous situation. If our bodies are reacting a certain way, it's for a reason. We could be going through a pain crisis, or there could be something more serious coming along. It could be a stroke, it could be acute chest syndrome, it could be something attached to this pain crisis. For example, when I was younger, I had a lot of pain in my lower back and my hips, and it turned out that I was having a stroke the next day. So really pay attention to our bodies. I also recommended her Epsom salt, to go ahead and take an Epsom salt bath with some warm water, and the Epsom salt can help with any minor aches and pains. If you're having a pain crisis, it's not going to take away a pain crisis, but for me, it kind of soothes my body. It relaxes me and relax my tense muscles. Sometimes when we're in pain, we kind of just stiff our muscles up and just like, oh, stay in one position. I'm in pain. And the warm water kind of helps you loosen up, and the Epsom salt can kind of help loosen up any tight muscles you may have. Epsom salt is a wonderful product out there. It has so many good beneficial properties. It detoxifies your body, and it can really help soothe those aches and pains you may have. So those are kind of some tips I had for her on how I handle my pain situation. So yeah, that's kind of how I've been feeling. It's been a roller coaster some days are good and some days are bad. You have your highs and you have your lows. So yeah guys, that's gonna be it for this week's Sickle Cell Sunday. Please let me know if you have any further comments or questions. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I love chatting with you all. And don't forget to check out my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and my Twitter account. I have my shirt that says nice tweets, so make sure you go check out my Twitter account. I'll leave them linked down below in the description box, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.